Welcome back into One on One. I'm here with a familiar guest, Adam Robinson of the Bangor Daily News. Adam, thanks for stopping by, braving the elements to come on.
Oh yeah, thanks for having me anytime.
So what we did at the beginning of basketball season was we just kind of rolled through each class, favorites, contenders, whatnot, and I think now that we're at the halfway point, it's a good time to do it again. We'll start with AA. I think Bangor on top right now. They had that big win against Cheverus opening night. Cheverus hasn't lost since. Is that up for grabs? That's a pretty stacked top of that conference.
It's definitely up for grabs, and I think we're going to learn a little bit this Tuesday. Bangor and Oxford Hills play in Bangor, but like you said, the Cheverus team that Bangor beat brought in a couple South Portland kids, graduated a couple kids, but they still have Emma Lizotte and Maddie Fitzpatrick, who may be the best duo in the state, and Oxford Hills has Sierra Carson, but Emmy Streams can lock down your best player, and Abby Quinn's been playing really well in the post, so I think it's a three-team race at the top.
Taylor Coombs there is kind of like the glue in the middle of it all, too, for Bangor. Right. I agree. Three-team race at the top. Bangor hasn't played Oxford Hills yet. That's going to be a good one. And then you have Hamden Academy in there, too, who, I mean, they can play. They were up on Cheverus at the half, and then Cheverus just kind of put the clamps down last time they played. Yeah,
Bella McLaughlin can score with anybody, and they played Bangor really well, too. I think they have them again next week. So
I think AA boys is Thornton Academy and Oxford Hills, so we'll go to A boys. As of 2 weeks ago, it was kind of like who's going to be the runner-up right now, and then you had Brewer play Mount Blue very close, or Mount Blue play Brewer very close, and then that overtime game last night between Nokomis. Should Brewer be worried?
I think so. Both games that they won by single digits, that Mount Blue game was on the road. Then Thursday night at Nokomis, overtime. We're trailing at the half. That Nokomis team with Madden White can score and defend. They're really physical, and that's what you have to be against Brewer. But Brady Saunders and Brock Flagg and that whole group, it's really deep and really tough. So they're still the team to beat, but they've shown that they're a little vulnerable.
Yeah, and they can kind of get slowed down. Another thing I want to point out from those two games is it was the second time they've played.
Yes.
And the first times weren't very close at all.
Not at all,
I mean, maybe some teams are kind of figuring them out a little bit.
Right. If you don't turn the ball over that much and don't let Brewer get out in transition, you're in good shape, and you got to play really good defense against Brady Saunders because he's really smooth in really everything he does.
I think if you can slow them down, like you said, you have a chance. A girls, Gardner unbeaten, Lizzie Gruber 1,000 points, 1,000 rebounds within a week. I mean, how unreal is she?
She can do everything. She gets 5 or 6 blocks, a bunch of steals every game. It looks like every time you look at a box score, it's 30 points and 15 rebounds. She's just everything. But Lawrence and Hope Bouchard are right there also to give them a run in the tournament.
Yeah, I think those two teams, the Bulldogs and Tigers teams beat there. B North boys, too. Ellsworth, the team that's going to lock it up, but Old Town and Orono both playing them tight. Even Foxcroft could be a dark horse there. What do you see from that division come playoff time?
I think it's Ellsworth and Orono and Old Town, those three teams. I would look at Winslow, too. Jason Reynolds, every time you look at their box scores, it's 35 points, 15 rebounds, and then Andrew Poulin the other night scored 42 in a win when Reynolds turned his ankle. So they can score really well. They haven't played those teams. Ellsworth has beaten both Orono and Old Town, but only by 2 against Old Town. But Chance Mercier, 1,000 points recently. He's the real deal.
Yes, he definitely is. And I could talk forever about Old Town girls at B North, but we'll just put it simply, they're good.
They're very good.
We'll move on to C North girls.
Yeah.
I think that might be the tightest division we have up here.
Yeah, I'm very excited. Anna Oliver with Hodgdon, Izzy Allen at Central. Dexter until Thursday night were undefeated and only giving up around 30 points a game, but lost to Penobscot. So yeah, it's 4 or 5 teams up there at the top that can do it all.
I wouldn't be surprised if any of those teams are cutting the nets down. I mean, Penobscot beat Southern Aroostook in Class D. That was a big win. So did Hodgdon. So I mean, those are some big wins from those Class C teams. And then we'll wrap up with Class D right now. I think Machias right now for the boys team to beat.
Yeah, I think Machias, Shane Feeney, he's their big man. He plays really good defense, can rebound really well. They've got some really good pieces. Bangor Christian is a fun team. Jalen Reed scored 36 points last night against Shed in a win. They played Machias really, really close. And then, of course, Southern Aroostook, when you get to the tournament, they know what they're doing there.
They know what they're doing there. And the girls, too. I mean, 2 surprising losses from the girls. But I think when it comes to Class D, should they be worried at all?
I think they're the cream of the crop in Class D. I think both their losses were Class C teams. So You know, when they've won 3 of the last 4 tournaments, they also battle tested. They bring everybody back from last year when they won. So I still think that they're the team to beat in D.
Awesome. Well, that does it, Class AA to Class D. But I have to ask you, have you gotten out in the snow yet? Perfect snowball snow.
Yeah, great snowball snow. Go make a snowman.
All right. Adam and I are going to go build a snowman. We'll be right back with some more Fast Break after this.